Hi guys, all of you good morning and good evening to all, and welcome back to DevOps, DevSecOps with multi-cloud and on-premise. Guys, so far we have discussed some Linux concepts and Git concepts, and we have entered into Jenkins. Mostly we have finished 5 classes on Jenkins. Still we are in Jenkins configuration because there are so many methods are there for configuring Jenkins. In real world, mostly, mostly, some of the guys are using one method and some other guys are using another method and another client using another method. Like that depends on their requirement, their technical experience, okay, and the team technical power based on the team technical knowledge and experience. Those clients are following the technical team configurations. So here also, so why I'm going to teaching these methods? I don't know. I don't know which client using which method, but but these all are eligible for configuring Jenkins. Yes, maybe one client can use different ways in the same project. Yes, they are going to using in dev environment one method, in production environment one method, in test environment one method. Maybe they are using all methods for an R&D level. Once they finish in the R&D, so then they can decide which one is the better one. Then they can decide that. So if you want to configure these all methods after getting opportunity, yes, what you have to do, you need to implement these all methods. If you're not having that knowledge and experience, how you can do this? So you will be in trouble that particular time. That's a very important and a crucial time. If you're not able to doing that, you will be in trouble. So that reason, I'm going to delivering these kind of methods. So far we have configured Jenkins by using minstall, and we have installed Jenkins on AWS on cloud also, and we have configured Jenkins on Docker container inside the container also. There are some more methods. By using Tomcat, on Tomcat also we can configure Jenkins. By using Tomcat, without Tomcat we can configure on AWS by using Terraform. By using Tomcat and without Tomcat we can configure Jenkins by using Ansible on the local or in the cloud. Okay, by using Docker we can configure. By using direct base OS, you can choose any OS, either Ubuntu or Alma Linux or Rocky Linux or Red Hat. You can pull it and you can create one container, and then you can proceed whatever we did on the same, which one we did on the on-premise or on cloud. Another method, yes, you can create one Docker compose file. By using Docker compose file, yes, you can build that. That is another method. Okay, guys, like that. Yes, you can build one Docker file. Then you can build your image. I mean that your custom image or template. Then you can create container. Then you can run directly. Like there's so many methods are there. At least you have to see at least one time. If you see At least one time, yes, you can recognize, yes, this is one method, this is one method, this is one method. Okay, guys. So that reason I'm going to teaching. So today I'm taking one different scenario, that is pseudo that's related to system administration side, Linux system administration side. It's very important for system administrators and DevOps users also, DevOps administrators also. And the DevOps configuration level also, it's very important. So far we have discussed and we have used that root user. Okay, if you observe that from beginning to, from day one class to till today, yes, we are using regular that one or root user. I think before one class or before two classes before, I said that that is not good practice. By using root practice, that's not good. In real time, you should not get that permission to use or to log in as a root, because it's very dangerous, very critical. Okay, that's a very problematic. So that in real world, as a DevOps engineer, as a system engineer, as a test engineer, as a deployment engineer, as a monitoring engineer, we are not entering into the system by using root. Only a few people are having privileges to log in into the system by using root. Even those guys also. And every time they should not log in into system by using root, because it's a very critical. Critical mean unlimited access. If you are logging into root user, it's an unlimited access. Even when you are going to generating tasks, or when you are going to executing commands, each and every command logs creating on root user only. That's not easy to find. Which person executed which command and when they have executed. Every person logging as a root. Imagine it. If there are 5 members in the one team, if these all persons log in into the system by using root, if everyone executing different commands, yes, one of the guy have executed one powerful command, mkfs command, or what is that, rm command, or some other commands. So rm-f command or something like that. So what will happen by this one? Yes, it will delete the files and it change the permissions. What are the permissions? File system permissions and a dd command for deleting lines or something like that, and so many. Whatever he did that, whatever he had deleted, those all are changes creating logs. Those all changes logs are creating on root user only, because he also logged in root user. I am also logged in root user, and some other guys also logged in root user. Now you tell me, who has deleted that one? This is the major challenge, major problem. Okay, no logs to know who executed what command. That is the major problem. Commands run instantly, no warnings. When you are going to executing any command, we should not get any warning, because we are the supreme power. We are having supreme power. I mean, root user is the end user and a powerful user. there are no any restrictions or conditions to execute any command on the root level. So that is very dangerous. That is very dangerous. So that we are going to restricting the privileges to access system. We are providing limited service to users. We need to provide limited services to all users, and we are restricting login into system by using root. They have to log in by their user. Which user providing to which user? I mean that which person? The system administrator going to creating some users. After that is assigning password to that user. After that, the system administrator providing that username and password to that particular person. From that time he can log in into the system by using his personal user and password. After logging into the system, maybe or may not be, is not having permissions to execute some commands. Because if he is accessing, yes, he is having that privileges. If he is not able to executing the commands, yes, he is not having permissions. Yes, if he is having permissions, those permissions are not from the direct root user. Directly, he is not executing in the root user. He is executing his personal user with the pseudo privileges. Okay, guys. So, like that, we are going to restricting. Okay, guys. So, let me show you practically. Yes, how we can create a user and how we can log in into the user. Okay, so what kind of privileges we will get after creating a user? Okay, from which user we need to create the users? Like that, we are seeing this all kinds of details practically in today's session. Okay, guys. Yes, first of all, so this is my mission. Already I have logged in into root. Guys, keep in mind, if you want to create users and assigning privileges, or if you want to do any kind of changes to root users, yes, the system administrator must be logged in as a root. The system administrator want to log in as a root. He should be in the root user. So here also already I am in root user. Yes, who am I? See guys, root. Who or root? Okay, users. See at present root user and logged in root user. Okay, present user is root. Okay, and take this IP, connect to any one SSH tool. Yes, this is the IP address, and connect to SSH tool. Yes, 192.168.254.129. Yes, at present I'm logging as a root because from the root user we need to create users. Okay, then we need to assign the pseudo privileges to the particular user. Then we need to give those username and passwords to the respective team member or person to log in into the system. We are not providing root privileges, root user access. We are providing normal user. We are going to creating normal user. Then we are we are providing pseudo privileges to that particular user. After that, we are providing that pseudo user to that person. Then he can log in into system by using his pseudo user privileges. Okay, guys. Now, guys, what is the command to see all existing users? Yes. What is the command to see all existing users? Yes, guys. Yes, guys. Yes, the command is yes. Yes, the command is cat space slash etc passwd. Cat space slash etc passwd. Okay. Yes, guys. Slash etc passwd. See, guys. These all are the existing users. These all are the existing users. Guys, if you do remember, in the beginning of the classes, okay, in the elementary Linux classes, elementary classes, maybe in the first two classes or 5 classes, we have discussed about that user management. Somewhat we have discussed. I told that day, yes, these are the very basics. Okay, once again we will enter into the Linux for discussing about user management concept. Okay, guys, that day just we have discussed how many types of users, and okay, how many users we can create. Okay, what is the root user ID and what are the system user IDs and what are the normal user IDs? We have discussed about that. Yes. So how many types of users, guys? How many types of users? There are, yes, there are 3 types of users. There are 3 types of users. One, root user, next, system user, and normal user. There are 3 types of users. One root user, one system user, and another one normal user. Root user starts from 0. The root user ID is 0, and the system user ID starts from 1 and it ends at 999. And normal user starts from 1000. Normal user starts from 1000. Okay, guys. See, if you observe this one, it's a normal user, and it's a normal user. Ravindra is the normal user. Claudian is the normal user. There are 2 normal users. One is the root user, and remaining all are system users. Guys. Okay. See, guys. Now we are going to creating a user. And first, okay, if you want to see the particular user is created or not, just apply that cat slash etc passwd. Yes, 5 symbol grep. Yes, the username. For example, Ravindra. See, guys, the Ravindra is available. User is available, and ID is 1000. And another one is CloudGen. To pick particular, it means the grep command used to filter filter the details. Just we are filtering and getting the particular information. Yes, CloudGen. See guys. Okay. Yes, CloudGen related. See. And Ravindra related. See guys. Okay. Like that. Now, this is the command cat space slash etc passwd is the command used for command accounts information, user account information, to get user account information. And these users are having or not, or these users are having or not passwords. Okay. The command cat space slash etc shadow. Shadow is the command used for to see the encrypted password. So directly we can't see that human readable format, we can't see. In encrypted format we can see. See guys. Here Ravindra having password, and this CloudGen user not having password. These two are the normal users. Okay. Out of these two normal users, Ravindra only having that login access by using password, and a CloudGen user not having password. Okay guys. And one more, keep in mind, it's a little bit wide subject about this user information, I mean that user management, because there are three types of IDs. I mean that first two types of IDs. One user ID and one group ID. User ID, group ID. Okay guys. User ID, group ID. So when you are going to creating a user in Linux mission, that every user will get one username, and at the same time the user will get one group ID also, one group. See, when you are going to creating one user, for example, so this is the user. Now we are going to creating, yes, DevOps. We are going to creating one user with the name of DevOps. Okay, DevOps Cloud. We are going to creating a DevOps Cloud user. When you create one user with the name of any one user or any particular username. For example, right now we are taking that cloud, DevOps Cloud. So once you create one user, the system will create one group also. See, this is the username. So automatically system will create, yes, username. This is the username. This is the username. At the same time, the system will create one more, that is group. Okay guys. But automatically when you create one user, automatically the system will create group. If we want to see list of groups in the mission, the command cat space slash etc group. See guys, you can find here the username Ravindra and CloudGen. See, these are the group list. Yes, here we are using 3 files. There are 3 files. those three files are one is yes, the information user info is available in cat slash etc passwd. Okay, here passwd is the one file, and where it's located? It's located inside slash etc directory. Here passwd is the one file. Okay, guys. The file is located inside slash etc, and it's located inside slash etc directory. Okay, same like that shadow also. Okay, yes, shadow info is available in slash etc shadow. Here also the same one. Okay, locate inside slash etc directory. And again the group also. Okay, info is available in slash etc group. Here the group is the shadow and group. Okay, see guys, but be careful with this one. You must not disturb, you should not disturb these files if you are having that privileges to access root user. If you are in root user, be careful with these files. It's very sensitive files. If you disturb that file by modifying or doing some changes on any particular user, encrypted password or username or group, maybe the particular person on which user you are going to doing changes, yes, the person can't log in into mission after doing changes. After doing the changes, you have to update the changes details to the respective team member. Then only he can log in into system. Otherwise, he can't log in into system. Okay, so be careful. So first of all, let me show you the slash etc directory. Okay, yes, now cd space slash etc ls. Now you can find yes, and you can list ls grep. What is that? Passwd. See guys, we are having, and ls grep group and ls grep shadow. Okay, here we are having shadow file and passwd file, passwd file, and group file. Be careful, just okay, ls Now you can find ls-o. Okay, sorry. Now you can find in the P series. First, which one? First one, group series. In the G series order, you can find that group. Yes. Yes, see guys. It's a file. Group. Then P. In the P series, you can find that passwd. See guys. Then you can find in the S series shadow. These are the files. The shadow file having information about users, passwords. The shadow file having encrypted passwords about users, and passwd file having users list information. The passwd file having users list information. Once you create one user, automatically that information comes into passwd file. We need not to write manually. We are not going to disturbing directly, indirectly. Just okay. When we are going to executing one command, for creating user, that user information immediately the user information comes into this passwd file. And note, when you are going to creating one user with the name of that user, yes, directly once you create one user, we will get one directory with the name of username, user name directory. Automatically system will create one directory with the name of username when we are going to creating. Okay guys, see, three things will happen. One, it creates one user. At the same time, it will create one group with the same username, and it will create one directory, the same username with the same username. Okay guys, now see guys, what is it? The group file having that group information, passwd file having that users list information, and the shadow file having users password in encrypted mode. Now if you want to see that cat passwd, see guys, before that we have applied the file. What is the file? Cat space /etc passwd. See, now I'm applying that directly passwd. I'm not applying that cat space /etc passwd, because yes, I'm applying that cat space passwd. I'm not applying that cat space /etc passwd, because already I'm in etc directory. Present my working directory is /etc. So here you need not apply like this cat space /etc, because already we are inside that etc. If you apply that command, the directory also nothing will happen. Okay, there is no any problem, but little bit of time waste. Okay, so this is the regular command. We are not coming into this /etc directory, because it's a sensitive location, and rare cases only we are entering into this directory for doing some changes, manually doing changes. Okay guys, now we are inside /etc directory. Now cat space shadow. Okay guys, yes, we can enter into this file. we can enter into this file. We can do the changes. We can do the changes, but that's not good. That's not good practice. Okay, you should not enter into that file because sensitive data. If you do any one single character change, yes, that's enough. That's enough for stopping login into the user. And here also, here we are having a root user password also. If you do any changes, yes, on this root user password also, yes, from next time you can't log in. You can't log in. See, okay, just I have given small a. I have given small a character, only single character password I have given. But in real time, that is not good practice. There are so many rules for setting passwords in the real world environment. Okay, see guys, if you do any kind of one character deletion or adding or any replace or something, yes, from next reboot you can't log in into the mission. So that's very sensitive location. So you should not enter to this location. If you have that permission to enter into the root user. Okay, in the root user only we can do this. In the root user only we can do this. Okay, guys. Fine. Next one, guys. Next one. Okay. One more. Cat group. See, guys. The group information. The group information. Okay. So this is the basic information about the group. The next one. This user and the group, both persons are having this group and user, both persons are having permissions. Both persons are having permissions. Those are already we have discussed in the file permission level. Yes, read, write, and execute. Read, write, and execute. The user also having and the group also having. Okay, user level read and group level read. User level write and group level write. And execution also. The user not having permission to execute file, they can't. Even if the user not having writing permission inside that, they can't modify the file. Even if they don't have that permission to read, they can't open the file. See guys, like that. Okay. So here, this also very, very important. This also very, very important. If you observe that, yes, in long back we have discussed about permissions. Permissions. If you observe here, see guys, here if you observe this RWX, this is the directory and the user having full permissions, and yes, group having only read and execute permissions and others also having read and execute permissions. Those two persons are not having write permissions. They can't write. The user can do only change. The user can do write that. See guys, like that. Okay, already we have discussed. So how we can change these permissions? How we can restrict these permissions to access only the user and the group. And here who is the user? See, root is the user. At the same time, we have created these all files in the root user. We have created these files in the root user. At the same time, the root user having one more name, that is root, and this one belongs to group. This one belongs to group. Already I told that now. Once you create one user, automatically system will create one more that is group name, and the system will create one more that is directory. The directory name belongs to, or the directory name creating by the name of username. name. So now let me show you how we can create one user. How we can create one user. Okay guys, the command for creating a user, the command for creating a user, yes, user add username. For example, DevOps multi-cloud, okay, or DevOps AWS. Just I'm going to creating DevOps AWS. Now we have created. Now if you want to see that, cat space class etc passwd. See guys, 1002. Already two users are there. Ravindra and CloudGen. See guys. Got it now? Now, if we want to create one more user, what is the command? We have applied that user add, and you can use add user space AWS cloud. Add user AWS cloud. We have created, and again cat space class etc passwd. See guys. See. Add user and user add command, both you can use. Which one you want? Yes, you can use for creating. Okay, user. Now guys, just now we have created users. We didn't assign password. The password. Now let me show you. Cat space class etc shadow. See, these two users are not having passwords. If the user is having passwords, like that we can see one encrypted password. Like that we can see one encrypted password. Even one more, total 4 users, total 4 normal users are there. Out of those 4 normal users, only Ravindra user having password. The remaining 3 users are not having password. If password is there, yes, we can see like that. One encrypted password. Now let me set one password to that user. Just now we have created two users, one DevOps AWS and AWS cloud we have created. Now I'm going to setting password. To this user. So this one is, if you want to set password after creating user, yes, passwd space username. Passwd space username. If you want to create user add or add user. If you want to create a user, add user or user add space username. After creating user, if you want to set password to that newly created user, the command is passwd space username. Then hit the enter. Now it's asking that new password. I'm setting that password. And keep in mind, in Linux mission, not only this time, whenever you are going to working with the passwords, in the command line, you can't see what you are going to typing. Whatever you are typing in the prompt location, you can't see that whatever you are typing exactly. So whatever you are typing, that will print in hidden mode. Already I have applied that password, but you didn't see that. Even I am also not seeing that password, because Linux OS are complete secure oriented. Those servers are working complete security mode, so that system should not provide any kind of information explicitly, either encrypted or whatever it may be, or masked values. we can't see whatever we are typing, even in encrypted or in masked format also. It's complete hidden mode, invisible mode. Okay, guys. But as a user, you have to type that passwords correctly, and make sure that once again and again, when you are going to first time you are going to creating a password, when you are going to creating a password first time, yes, that time make sure that along with the spelling, special characters and the numbers, whatever you typed that, you will type that. Now just now I have applied the password and it's asking that retype password. Of course, it's asking that bad because it's a palindrome. Okay, if you read from left to right and right to left, yes, same spelling will come. Same spelling, same characters will come. So that is saying that it's a bad and it's a palindrome. Okay, guys. Of course, I have given very secureless password. Right now, I have given a very secureless password. Okay. So that it's saying that in real world we are not putting that a very less secure or intermediate secure. We are putting that a highly secured passwords we are putting that. Okay, and we can understand easily those passwords also. Okay, yes guys, now I have configured. Now you can apply the same command shadow. Now you can see that AWS cloud having password. We have assigned password to that user. This is the concept. Now, if we observe that how many users we can see, cat/etc group. Now you can see 2 users here, DevOps AWS and AWS cloud. We have created, just now we have created. Okay guys, this is the command. Now guys, see here we are having. Now, okay, if you want delete a user, yes, user del. First of all, let me list. Yes, now I'm going to deleting AWS, DevOps AWS. Now I'm going to deleting DevOps AWS user. 1002 I'm going to deleting. Just now, user del, the username. Yes. Successfully we have deleted. Now you can see once again. See guys. Okay, user del. We can delete the user guys. Setting the password, creating user, setting password, deleting password. Okay. And if you want to see user ID information, just first apply that ID. Who's this ID? UID 0. UID 0 within the brackets root. Group ID 0 within the brackets root. Groups root. Okay. Context unconfirmed. See guys. Okay. Next. What is that? ID space AWS cloud. See, the ID is, if you want to see the particular user ID, ID space username. Okay. The default user at present we logged in as a root. Okay. If you want to see a user ID information, root user ID information, just apply that only ID. So by default, this ID command linked to root user. By default, this ID command linked to root user. You need not to say that user name, that for example, if you say that root, same one. And you can apply that space, just apply that. See, we will get some more information. Okay. the root user ID is 0 and normal user ID space normal username. If you say that, it gives you information about the root ID and group ID information. Okay, guys. For example, what is that command? ID space AWS cloud. Okay, guys. Okay. The ID is 1003. Okay. Username AWS cloud and group ID 1003. The group name is AWS cloud and the groups 1003 AWS cloud. Okay. So this is the information. Now, guys. Okay. So if you want to see, if you want to lock the password, yes, we are having different some more commands. Okay, we can modify the user. Okay, we can list and we do something. We do something on user management. We can do some more activities on user management. So we will back once again. We will back once again with some more clear examples, guys. Now, guys. Okay. Now we have created user. We set the password to. We have configured password to existing user. Then we have deleted password. And we have seen user IDs of the root user and normal user. Now, guys, just now we have created one user, that is AWS cloud. Okay, now I'm switching to user. Now I'm switching to user SU AWS cloud. Okay, guys. Now we are inside AWS cloud. Now take this IP. Directly you can log in into new session. Yes, what is that? Paste here. Yes, AWS cloud. It's asking password. See, directly you can log in. Okay, next who? See, guys, how many users logged in? How many users logged in? Total 2 users logged in. Total 2 users logged in. And these 2 users logged in 3 terminals. 3 terminals. Terminal 1, sorry, terminal, the first terminal 0 is this one. This is the terminal 0. And terminal 1, this one. This one is the terminal 1. See, guys. Root user terminal 1 and terminal 0. And AWS cloud logged in terminal 1. AWS cloud is on terminal 1. See, guys. Okay. And who am I? See, AWS cloud. Next, who am I? See, some more information. Okay. Next, users, total users. See, guys. AWS cloud, root. Okay. At present, users who logged in into the system. Who logged in into the system. Next, guys. Now at present we are in AWS cloud user. At present we are in AWS cloud user. Now let me create cd space /opt ll. Okay, mkdir Ravindra. See, I'm trying to creating a directory. I'm trying to creating a directory with the name of Ravindra. Yes, what it's saying that mkdir command create directory Ravindra permissions denied. See, it's mean this normal user not having privileges to create or executing commands because now the Ravindra is a very cloud AWS cloud is a very normal user. We can't do anything. Of course, we can execute very basic commands. More than that, we can't. We must have privileges. Those privileges is sudo space mkdir yes Ravindra. Even Okay, we trust you have received the usual lecture from the local system administrator. It usually boils down to these three things. One, respect the privacy of others. Okay, think before you type. Okay, with the great power comes great responsibility. Okay, now it's asking that actually, if we have given the permissions, it won't ask like this. It won't ask like this. See, it's asking the password. Whose password? AWS Cloud user's password to execute mkdir command. See, AWS Cloud is not the sudoers file. This incident will be reported. See, the AWS Cloud user not having in the sudoers file, but this incident will be reported. System will report automatically. System will generate logs and send to administrator user. Okay, guys. See, as a Ravindra, yes, AWS Cloud accessing Ravindra. Ravindra accessing AWS Cloud user. The system administrator didn't provide any kind of privileges to AWS Cloud user. But this Ravindra going to executing some administration commands without a sudo privileges. Immediately this logs goes to system administrator. Immediately system administrator calls to Ravindra. Ravindra, what happening? Why you are going to executing those commands? Do you know what you have to do, what not to do? Do you have privileges? Okay. Okay. Sorry, Minister. Sorry, I don't know about that. Yes, I tried to execute the command. Yes, finally I saw that I don't have that privileges, even sudo privileges, I don't have that. So I can't repeat this one. Maybe it won't repeat once again. Okay. Okay. Really, now what I did, I saw that I don't have privileges to execute this command. Really, practically, as a project member, if I have that responsibility to create the directory, while creating that directory, if I'm getting this kind of problems, what I have to do? I need to put one request. I need to put one mail to system administrators. Dear system administrator, could you provide the facilities or privileges to create or to do some activities on this AWS Cloud user? I do have some responsibility to create or to do some activities in the system because I want to create users and I want to create some directories. I want to install some packages. I'm the DevOps administrator. So I want to execute these commands or I want to execute these activities. Please do needful. And we are putting that mail. Yes, the mail goes to the system administrator. If you have any kind of doubts or confirmation, yes, he will come back with mail or something. He will come back with mail or any other communication channel. Okay, writtenly, transparently. Yes, still if he is having problem to provide privileges, so what he will do that? Yes, please ask to lead. Please ask to lead or to get please get the approvals from the lead. Yes, once again put the mail and add lead mail in the CC. In the CC, add that lead also. Once again, the mail goes to system administrator and lead. Yes, once again, the system administrator tag to lead. Then the lead will decide to provide permissions. If the lead accepting the privilege, lead accepting to give privileges, yes, approved. He will pass one message, yes, approved. Immediately, okay, the system administrator provides those sudo's privileges. From the time we can execute all the commands by using sudo. Okay, guys. Now, just now we have created user. Now what we have to do? We need to set the information, this user information inside sudo s file. Inside sudo s file. That is okay. The command, the file is vi sudo s. Vi sudo s. Okay, guys. Vi sudo. You can use vi sudo. Yes. Be inside this. Here we are in. See, guys. Here the username is AWS Cloud, and if you observe this one, root. We are in root now. Okay. Now here also we are in normal user. Now mkcd/opt. Yes, mkdir Ravindra. Here also we don't have permission. So we need to get back. We need to go back root user. Now we are in AWS Cloud. But maybe you'll be in confusion. So here it's showing that root. Here it's showing that AWS Cloud. But initially we logged in into root. Then we switched into AWS Cloud. So that it's showing that it's still the root. Now we are going back sudo root. And here keep in mind. See, guys, now it's asking password. When you log in into normal user from the root user, okay, AWS Cloud, it's not asking password. It won't ask the password. See, sorry. Already we are in. Just wait. Yes, sudo root. Just. So now I am a root user. Now su AWS Cloud. Okay, actually it won't ask password because still we are in AWS Cloud user. Su root. Yes, now we are in root user. Now you can switch that. So su AWS Cloud. See, guys, it's not asking password. When you are going to switching from root user to normal user, the normal user should not ask password to root user, because root user is the supreme user here. So it should not question to the normal user should not question to root user. That one I told you in the beginning of the session, because unlimited privileges. No one should not question you. No restrictions. We can do whatever you want. Even okay, the system will generate all logs on the root user only. That is a problem. So that we are not accessing or we are not logging into the root user. Even okay, this all employees are not having privileges to log in into root user. See, now we logged in from root user to normal user. Now we are in normal user. When you are trying to switch normal user to root user, that time immediately root user question to normal user. Who are you? Do you have my privileges? Do you have my user account details? Do you have my credentials? Yes. Su root. Now it's asking the root user asking to normal user. If the normal user is having root user login credentials, yes, he can. See, like that. Who can do like this? The system administrator can do only. The system administrator can do only these activities. He can log in into normal user and he can log in into normal to root user. But when the particular person is going to log in into normal user to root user, if the person is having that root user privileges or credentials, he can log in. He can log in. Okay. Who can log in into root user? The authorized person only can log in into root user. Guys, you got it now? If anonymous person log in into root user by using root privileges, root credentials, yes, from that time maybe the system in trouble. The system in trouble. Who can log in into root user with anonymous, unknown person? The hackers can log in. The hackers can log in, or if anyone having that intentional disturbance, yes, he can log in into root user and he can he can do something. He can do something by deleting or modifying or something, that blah blah. We don't know what will happen after doing the changes. And he can modify that root user password also. He can modify the root user password also. Yes, once we modify the root user password, the original system administrators can't log in into system by using root. And who are going to doing that intentionally? Yes, once they enter into the system by using root, yes, immediately they deny the permissions all normal users. If they're having any intention, who can do like this? The hackers can do that. The hackers can do that. Immediately they can log in into the root user, and immediately they will deny the permissions to all normal users. They will stop the permissions to normal users to log in. What they will do? Yes, they will do that. They will delete all users. They will do that all users, and immediately they will change the root user password, and they will take control in their hand. Okay, and they will hack all information, whatever the important information in the server. They will take backup and they will put the server empty. They will take the backup into their own drives, and immediately they will delete the data inside this mission. And after that, whatever they are having demands, yes, they will demand publicly. Yes, if it is very important data to you, if you haven't taken backup, yes, you need to bend to their demands. Yes, okay. This is the kind of process. So it's very, very important. It's very, very important in the system administration level. System administration level. Okay, guys. So now here what we did, guys, we logged in into root user, then we have created some users, then we saw that users, where the users list information is located, then we saw that password information to that respective user. Yes, that user having or not password after creating. By default, the user should not get the password. As a system administrator, the person have to provide password to that respective user. And when you are going to creating, or else as a system administrator, when we are going to creating a user, so immediately the system will create one username. At the same time, the system will create one group name as the same as username, and the system will create one directory with the name of user, ll space slash. If you see that slash usr, cd slash usr, now you can see here. Okay, and where is that? Home. Just wait. Yes, now come to home, cd slash home ll. Now you can see these four core or normal users. When you are going to creating a user, normal user, so what it will do, the system will do, create one user, and the system will create one group, same as username, and system will create one directory. With the name of same username. If you observe this one, see who is the owner here to this directory. For accessing this directory, this is the directory. Yes, who is the owner here? AWS Cloud is the owner. And if you observe this one, CloudGen is the user, and CloudGen is the directory, CloudGen is the group, and the CloudGen is the directory. To access this directory, two persons are having permissions. One root user and one CloudGen user. Only two persons are having permission to access this one. Which one? Root user can access and CloudGen user only can access. Same like that here also. Yes, the AWS Cloud is the directory, AWS Cloud is the user, AWS Cloud is the group. Yes, if we want to access this directory, who can access this one? Root user can access this one, and AWS Cloud only having permission to access. Yes, the root user having privilege end-to-end privileges the entire system. Okay, and 1002 is the user. Okay, this user is the user. This directory. This is the directory here. Actually, we need to set some permissions so that actually we have deleted this one now. We have deleted that one. So that still we are seeing here. We have deleted DevOps AWS directory, we have deleted. Still some more garbage is there, we need to delete that. So maybe some backup inside this directory. We can take backup and we can delete this one also. We can delete this one. RM space -rf. Yes, DevOps AWS deleted permanently, gone. If you see that cat/etc passwd. See, the AWS DevOps directory is not available. Now here we are having three more directories. RM space -rf AWS Cloud. Yes, we have deleted. But cat space/etc passwd. See, still the directory is there. See, the home directory is this one. But where is this directory? You can't, yes, this AWS Cloud directory, user not having directory. Okay, then every user must have its home directory. This is very important. So once again, we will discuss importance of this directory, okay, in upcoming classes. Okay, guys. Yes, mkdir, this one. Yes, we have created once again. Okay, see guys. And who is the owner here? Root user is the owner. See, before that, who is the owner here? AWS Cloud. Okay, but here the root user having permissions. So now we need to change this one. We need to change this permission. We need to provide these privileges. We need to transfer this we need to transfer these privileges from root user to AWS Cloud user. Okay, we will see in the upcoming classes, guys. So how we can do this, guys. Okay, so today we are stopping here. Okay, we'll continue this session tomorrow. Okay, creating some more users and doing some changes, modifications, and providing pseudo privileges, and how we can access how we can execute the commands by using sudo privileges. Today what we did, we have created users and we have assigned passwords and we have deleted users and we switched into root user to normal user and we try to execute some commands. So here today we didn't okay execute success. Okay, today we should not today we didn't execute successfully because due to insufficient privileges. Okay, the reason the normal user not having sudo privileges. In tomorrow's session, we'll see how we can set sudo privileges. After setting sudo privileges, what we can do. And we try to switch normal user to root user. When you are switching into root user from normal user, yes, the root user questioning to normal user to provide credentials. When you are not providing sufficient credentials to root user, yes, immediately the root user stop the accessing. Okay, when you will provide that sufficient, I mean that correct credentials, yes, the root user gives you permission to enter into its location. Okay, this is what we did. Okay, this is what we saw practically, guys. Okay, that's all in today's session. Tomorrow we will continue from here. But keep in mind, don't forget about this one. Of course, we will recap. Okay, 2 to 5 minutes concept, guys. Okay, thank you. That's all in today's session.
Hello.